Hi everybody, this is a Grixis Arcane Bombardment deck that kind of sandwiches together some of the popular Grixis cards from some better performing standard decks. We've added a few more spells than you usually find, and we've got Hidetsugu and Kairi to take advantage of the expensive stuff that you might find on top of our library. Now, this deck is getting closer to where I want it to be, but I'm still not completely satisfied with push and pull in an Arcane Bombardment deck yet. Really got to find the right balance, and so this is kind of what we were trying to do here. So let's go see a few games with this deck over on the ranked standard ladder. Alright, what do we got here? Yeah, let's go with this. Early Pilfer and early Bloodtithe Harvester seems pretty good to me. Oh, nice bow from the fairy companion over there. Ooh, Riveteer's Overlook. I wonder if this is, what is it? The Splendid Reclamation creature? Been seeing a bit more of that recently, and early indicator is cards like Riveteer's Overlook that automatically pull lands out of your deck. Glimpse the Core. Getting a basic forest. Okay. Alright, let's start off with the Shivan Reef into Bloodtithe Harvester. So if they're ramping into something, we can pilfer it either next turn or in a couple of turns. Because I think usually the magic number is 7. Still more ramping. Okay. Make disappear the draw. Let's go attacking, since we outclass that token. Drop them to 18. Yeah, let's go for the Pilfer. Just to see what's going on. Oh, Dread Knight and Tear Asunder. Yeah, let's take the Knight. If they would like to spend 4 mana to remove my Harvester, I'm good with that deal. There's one lone island over there. Do we think they're going to doppelgang something? There's our push and pull. Not much in our own graveyard yet, although we can fix that. Alright, tack them down to 15. Let's just pass. So we've got Make Disappear if they go for something big like a Breach. Otherwise, we got Maestros Charm to go looking for some more things. Joint Exploration. So more draw, more ramp. Attacks with the 1/1 token. Yeah, we're going to take that, go to 17. Yeah, let's fire off this Charm. So we're going to look at the top 5. Take 1, put the rest in the grave. Well, I think I kind of know which one we're taking. Drops a few things into the graveyard. 1 more Maestro's Charm down there. And let's drop this Make Disappear off. It's going to be less useful next turn as our opponent gets much more mana going. Okay. Let's attack with the Harvester. I kind of want them to use this Tear Asunder. And I'd rather not sacrifice Hidetsugu and Kairi to do it. Let's do Bloodtithe Harvester number 2. So that'll make a blood token, and now we're kind of presenting like 2-turn lethal here. Okay, we got it. Successfully avoided the cheap Tear Asunder for Bombardment, although we are still a land short for that. Invasion of Zendikar. Opponent finding all of the ramp here. Alright, Zendikar successfully invaded, keeping the token back on blocks. Well, let's go in for the attack then. See if they want to do anything with this. They do. Alright, so they're feeling the squeeze. Let's go land number 6. Let's drop a Bombardment now that we know Tear Asunder's gone. And I think the odds are in our favor with whatever's left in that hand. Plus, if they do something kind of large and bonkers, then odds are pretty good we can pull up something out of the grave to deal with it. Oh, interesting. Opponent uses Shigeki to get back Tear Asunder and the Dread Knight. All right, Bombardment exiled. You are no fun, opponent. Let's go attacking. Drop them to 9. And let's go Hidetsugu. It's not enough in any of these graveyards to push and pull our way to victory this turn, so let's see. Let's put back Coast, and we'll put back, well, no, let's put back Push-Pull. What am I thinking? Keep the Push-Pull on top, so if they've got any removal for Hidetsugu, then they drop to 1. The end. Yeah, my go. I'm just thinking if we can do anything about this opponent. Just chill out. Opponent wants to say my go after they've been doing nothing but ramping all game. All right, I don't think there's anything that we can do about this. We're going to miss out on the trigger, but at least... Oh, and that gets rid of the push-pull, too. Because they shuffle our library after searching through it. So they pull out our Hidetsugus. And now they're going to try to Dread Knight their way to victory. Okay, Dread Knight hits the board. 2 mana up, 1 card in hand for the opponent. There's a Corpse Appraiser. I'll tell you what, let's sack this, hit the Dread Knight. Then we can appraise and get rid of the Dread Knight. There's another push-pull. We'll take that. And then... so let's pass it on over here. So opponent knows about a lot of this, but they don't know about the push and pull. So if memory serves, that's like 6 hasty points of damage if they've got no blockers. Opponent finding all of the ramp this game. All right, there's Appraiser number 2. Tell you what, let's go for it. Let's do push-pull. No thanks on the Shigeki. Let's grab these Harvesters. There's our 6 extra points. And attack for 9. Okay, all right. We got there. Good game. Wow, it's been a while since I've seen a 1-lander. Can't keep this one. This is good. Let's put a cut down back. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm not sold on the cut downs and the make disappears in here. I might have to take them out after a game or two. Just too situational. Opponent on some black and white. There's an Elos. Well, let's cut that down. Turn 3. Let's go with the Xander's Lounge so that we got 2 mana left to Abrade whatever they do here. Hopefully. Alright, a second Elos. And an Amalia. Whenever you gain life, it explores. I mean, that's fine. Oh. Yeah, this is bad. We got to get rid of one of these. Let's go Amalia. We're going to take 3 to do it. But I'd rather get rid of that one than have them explore continuously for the rest of the game. There's a Virtue on top of their deck. Okay. Turn 4. Opponent with a Giada. Is this just like Black and White Legends? I should trot that deck back out. That was pretty fun. We had Ratadrabit going. Bunch of like 2-of copies of Legends. Alright, Hidetsugu finds us a couple of spells as we work our way up towards Bombardment. Yeah, let's put Bombardment on the top just in case they can kill this. We don't really have a great free spell to cast. Steel Seraph, okay. Gets the counter from Giada. Gives Giada some lifelink. And that was just the prototype version, right? Yes, they don't have enough mana for the other one. Okay. So we can long goodbye on Steel Seraph. Or really any number of these things. Question is, are we safe enough in the meantime? I think we are. Let's play Bombardment here. Leave Hidetsugu back just in case they've got something to like pump the team. No, just a Shieldred the Apocalypse. Just. Well, we currently don't have anything to get rid of it, so it could be an issue. Let's see. Do we want to do this now? Nah, let's wait. We can't get rid of Shieldred guaranteed anyway, so let's take the 2 damage. Alright, let's go Pilfer. Bombardment activates. We've got an Abrade. Let's Abrade Elos then, first thing. Hand reveals... Oh, wow. Think... What do they got? So they've got Giada. Let's see. I think it's Arena for now, and then we'll see if we can't get rid of Virtue. I think we can handle the Angel, honestly, with what we've got under Bombardment. Yeah, I think we can cover it. So opponent's going to get another turn with this Shieldred. Important to keep in mind, they've gained 2 life off of Shieldred so far. They just need 3 more off of that Angel to get their free Angel token. They're going to Virtue Hidetsugu. That's a sorcery, so that's why they did it pre-combat. Okay. And looks like Steel Seraph giving Shieldred lifelink. Okay, let's go to attacks and see what's up. Yeah, great. Okay, just Shieldred. We're going to block. We're going to long goodbye on Resplendent Angel, just so that they don't get the trigger. And then we've got Pilfer. Oh, but that's not in their hand. And most importantly, we've got a Abrade for the Shieldred that we had last turn. So Pilfer finds nothing. We get rid of the Resplendent Angel and Shieldred. And Hidetsugu is going to surprise me with... Make disappear. All right, that's definitely coming out. Always takes me a few games to learn my lesson about that card. At least in Bombardment decks. Let's Hidetsugu again. Yeah, there's Lord Xander. I don't know. Let's put him back on top just in case we end up revealing it. Another land, another Bloodtithe Harvester. Yeah, I was thinking Lord Xander would be a good thing to push and pull. Or at least a fun thing to push and pull. I don't know how objectively good that is in comparison to everything else. May have to cut him too, though. Might just need another spell or 2. Alright, well, we've got Artifact and Enchantment. Let's do the Soul Transfer on both options. We'll get back another Hidetsugu and Kairi and exile Shieldred. Bombardment's going to let us long goodbye the Steel Seraph. And then we can Abrade Giada. And opponent still has that Virtue hanging out in exile. Alright, quite the turn there. Let's go attacking just with the Harvester. And I don't want to dip too low. We're going to keep Hidetsugu back for the moment. They do have a Restless Fortress over there. Alright, let's Blood Token. Yeah, let's just pitch this extra Hidetsugu and draw. Xander's Lounge, let's draw with that. Trying to find some spells here. There's Gix's Command. There's Push-Pull. Okay. So opponent's got some pretty good things down there. Let's grab a Shieldred and a Resplendent Angel. Opponent taking their sweet time. All right, well, good game. All right. Another game with this deck. Let's go. That was a very regional accent. Let's go. Opponent starts off with a mountain here. Still thinking about that last opponent. Like, it's okay if you walk away in frustration, but it really doesn't do anything to me as a content creator. I've got editing capabilities. I'm not afraid to use them. Alright, so opponent instant speed puts out that token to accompany our harvester on the board. Then goes right into Anim Pakal Thousandth Moon. So we're going to be facing down some tokens. Let's block the 1/1. Pakal's just big enough to dodge the harvester's ability. We do have Virtue and Go for the Throat in hand, though. It's a 2/3. Not an artifact creature. Let's go ahead and do that. And actually, yeah, I doubt the opponent's going to attack. If they do, happy to trade. These harvesters actually not too bad in the graveyard for a push and pull target. As we've figured out, like 3 damage, nothing to sneeze at. They're coming over. All right, we're going to block. And let's go. All right, let's do Takenuma and pass it back. Charm and cut down to respond to things here. Dusk Legion Duelist. Yeah, that one's actually pretty good. So they draw off the welcome. Let's cut that down now before they can start putting counters on it and really going crazy. And let's pitch Hidetsugu and try to draw some lands here. No, it's Corpse Appraiser that we can't cast since we're short on blue, so what's Pilfer? Surprised we didn't see the War Leader's Call come down already. Alright, let's take that other Virtue then. Yeah, looking at this hand, not too scared of the call, and they seem to be hesitant to play it, so at least buys us a little bit of time. Alright, Siege Veteran puts a counter on itself. We draw the Long Goodbye. Wasn't that a movie with Samuel L. Jackson? No, could be wrong. Okay, opponent's hitting the lands. There's the War Leader's Call. Where are your token generators? There's Raging Battle Mouse. So we're going to take one off of that. Welcome's going to draw you a card. Okay, so it makes a creature a little bigger once you hit the celebration. Doesn't give haste, though. Alright, let's go ahead and use Long Goodbye on that while we're in the waiting room for blue mana. Ugh, Bloodtithe Harvester. Okay, let's play that. Pass it on back to the opponent here. So there's the Virtue, finally. Let's pitch this other Hidetsugu. Corpse Appraiser. Oh no! Maestros Charm. Oh, this is not great. Well, we've got our opponent to 17, and we are stuck with things we can't cast in hand. Okay, finally. There's Otawara. Let's go attacking. Opponent doesn't even know we're a blue deck yet. Oh no, they've seen Hidetsugu. That's all right. All right, let's take Siege Veteran. I guess we'll take another blue land off the top with the Corpse Appraiser. Setting up now to hit for 6 a turn. Although opponent could generate some chump blockers with a well-timed wedding announcement or ossification. Come to think of it, been seeing less ossifications recently. Alright, dropping our opponent to 11. Let's go to the second Corpse Appraiser. Let's appraise Anim Pakal out of the graveyard. And let's take Maestro's Charm. Putting a couple of lands into the grave. So let's see, can we cast both of these next turn? I think we can. That would be enough to finish this game if we can get there. Huh. Well, there's Archangel Elsbeth. A great value engine once you've got the Takasia's Welcome down. So they're going to draw, do us a damage. Have a 2/2 lifelinker. What did we pick up there? All right. Let's pass to the end of the turn. Tell you what, just to be safe, we're going to Maestros Charm Elsbeth. Soldier token gets a little bigger. Alright, how do we want to do this? If they block, they're going to go up to 14. We can no longer finish them with the charm, but I think that's okay. Again, it's alright if we get stuff in the graveyard. We can drop this Virtue of Persistence and try to go for the long-term grindy game plan. Mire, Shield of Argive, or Mire. Still don't know how to pronounce that. My own fault, really. Look at that engine. Tokasia's Welcome and War Leader's Call. You get one thing off the top. You can chain yourself into all kinds of madness. Let's take... Okay, Hidetsugu finds us a few things. Yeah, let's just put the lands on back for now. Alright. So we can't save any instants for our opponent's turn. Let's try to do this as best we can. Everything is too big for one of these modes. Let's do counters on one of our things, make them sacrifice their biggest thing. Okay, oh, they do get a couple of triggers out of that. Yeah, that might not have been the best plan. Let's attack anyway. If they want to double block, that's fine, but we're just working on that life total. We got 6 points of burn in hand. Kind of thinking about it. Alright, they do block with the Siege Veteran. We gain a little bit of life. That's fine. Got to make disappear, but honestly, looking at that mana, it's not going to hit anything from our opponent. Your usefulness has passed. Virtue. Mire's tempting. What else? Siege Veteran's okay. Let's just take the Corpse Appraiser. We could do tricks with Hidetsugu, but ooh, we find a Bombardment on the top. But I'd rather attack for 5 this turn. Okay, what do we got? 2 mana left. If we drop a Bombardment, that leaves us 2 to do something. Let's do attacks first. Okay, we drop them to 6. Alright, well, it's not super sexy, but we're going to do Maestros Charm. And Maestros Charm. Alright, grinded it out. Good game. Okay, this looks all right. So we've got the modal portion of our removal package here: push, pull, and Virtue of Persistence. Very flexible, good in the early turns, good in the late game. As we face off against Shadow Dog 75. Let's pilfer you. More tokens, I see. Let's take Anim for now. We have an Abrade in hand, so if they want to spend turn 3 casting Forge, we're actually prepared for that. Ooh, opponent just straight up lightning helixes our face. That's fair. Expect we'll see Forge here. That's what I would do. Yep, good call. Let's go ahead and destroy that. And now, come on, lands. That's not a land. Let's go looking for lands. Take a peek at the top 5. There's all my lands. All right, let's take the coast, I guess. That'll give us 2 red if we need it. And put the rest in the grave along with a pilfer. Opponent just plays out the Recruiter as a creature. Hits us for 3. We pick up Make Disappear. Let's do Pull on the Recruiter. That's what it's here for. And we can keep up Disappear for this turn. Knight Errant? Absolutely not. Waiting for that one to come down. The thing that ties the whole Convoke deck together. Let's lay down Hidetsugu on land number 5. We draw 3 lands. Really inconsistent deck on this shuffle here. And we'll put back the other Hidetsugu on the top, just in case they want to burn this one out. Nope, Novice Inspector, gonna do some investigations. They do, they got the Stoke the Flames for it. Okay, well, let's reveal the other one and ding them for 5. I didn't think they were gonna get rid of that. Yeah, let's pass it on back. Yeah, we got Otawara in hand. Your turn, opponent. We're going for Virtue of Persistence next turn. Gleeful Demolition. Hits their own clue token for 3 goblins. We got nothing but lands. Let's go Virtue of Persistence. Don't think there's a way they can finish us with this board right now. Nope, another Epicure. That's going to be a blood token. But yeah, things like Imadane's Recruiter could come down, make that board a little bigger, but not big enough. Let's take our own Hidetsugu from the grave. Oh, an opponent's seen enough from there. Good game. All right. Well, a little slow. We're going to keep this, though. Corpse Appraiser is kind of nice, and hopefully we'll draw into a 2-mana removal spell to complement that. Rubblebelt Maverick. One of the most fun card names to say in the current standard environment. Rubblebelt Maverick. Although Corpse Appraiser is kind of cheeky to say, I guess. We're just going to say Rubblebelt Maverick a couple more times before this game is out. Okay. So opponent plays Insidious Roots. That was going to be my next question as to what type of deck plays Rubblebelt Maverick in all seriousness. And it's the Roots deck. They decide to block because the Maverick loves to hang out in the graveyard so that they can be removed from the graveyard and start making plants. Alright, we've got Grixis Command, but I don't think we've got a way to get rid of the Roots, so this might be a grindy one. Fairy Dream Thief comes out. I bet this deck is pretty good against aggro, actually. Opponent with the Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Exiles the Rubblebelt Maverick. Puts a counter on the fairy. Gets a plant. Alright, let's do Charm. Let's look for something. Yeah, let's take a Bombardment here, kind of plan for the future. Let's go Marsh and Hidetsugu here. Get a few things. Make Disappear. And a couple of lands. Let's put these spells back on top. Grixis Command on the top. So if they do get rid of Hidetsugu, I would love to cast a free Grixis Command. Tyvar. Or Tivar. And that was a Argoth in the grave too. Ooh, second copy of Insidious Roots. That is not good. Second Fairy Dream Thief. Decides to surveil. Puts a land in the grave. Thinking about Agatha-ing something, it looks like. They Agatha our Harvester. Counter on the Dream Thief. Doesn't activate their roots, though. It's only their graveyard. Good to know. All right. Well. I'm really tempted by Gix's command here. It buys us a little bit of time. And if we can bombardment to reuse command later, then we can just, like, keep commanding and hopefully control this board full of plants. All right, let's go attacking for 10. Not too worried about Tivar. Jubilant Brawler. They are going to be able to remove those fairies from the grave and start making some plants. Aftermath Analyst. Yeah, there's a few lands down in that graveyard. There's Ichor Drinker getting exiled. So we're seeing some plants. Exiles the other Fairy Dream Thief. Going to see some more plants. Opponent drops to 9. Oh, that's right. And they can tap all those plants for mana now. Drops to 8. Exiles the other one. Soul Cauldron exiles a butler from the grave. Even more plants. Puts a counter on the Analyst. Untaps the biggest plant. Ooh, and we draw Charm? I mean, let's attack face. There's no reach. Any response? No. Okay. Any response to a Charm for 3? They're thinking about it. Looking around. Oh, they're going to return some lands. I don't think that's going to do it. Nope. There's no Capenna fetches in that graveyard. Good game.